What is going on, guys? Cal here. Now, trading came out not so long ago, actually very recently, but before trading, the best way to earn KR and get the skins that you liked was through the marketplace. However, just because trading is out doesn't mean that the market isn't viable anymore. It is definitely still just as viable as it was before trading. And today in this video, I'm bringing you guys a guide, updated 2020 version of how you guys can use the market to earn a bunch of profit in KR. And I did actually make one of these guides before. It was all the way in July, so almost 10 months ago when the market just came out. And a lot of things has changed since then, so I'm remaking that entire guide in this video today. But before I get into that, make sure to leave a like on this video if it helps you, and leave your comments and questions and concerns below. I'll read all the comments and respond to some of the good ones. Also, if you guys are going to buy KR in the Krunker shop, make sure to use code CAL to directly support me. You don't have to use code CAL, but make sure if you're going to buy KR to use somebody. Support your favorite creator out there. I'm sure whoever it is, they greatly appreciate it. But with that out of the way, let's get right into this guide. And I know this is a market guide, but I do have a trading guide up on my channel, so if you guys want a trading guide, make sure to go check that out. It's a few videos back. And profiting on the market follows a lot of the same principles as trading. However, I'm going to start off this guide by saying the most basic fundamental method that you profit on the market, and that is simply buying low and selling higher. So for short-term snipes, long-term investments, all of that follows the same one principle of buying low and selling higher. However, what type of skins should you be buying? What will make you the most KR? And that would be where the laws of supply and demand come into play. And I went over supply and demand in more depth in my trading guide, so if you guys have not checked that out, make sure to do so. But basically, supply is how rare a skin is, and demand is how much people want the skin, and those both play a big part in how a skin is priced and also how good your investment of that skin might be. And what I've noticed is for the market, skins that are rare and skins that have extremely high demand basically work the same way. There's not a whole lot on the market because a lot are being bought, or there's not a whole lot on the market because they're too rare and not a lot are listed. And some skins that have extremely high demand are AK skins, sniper skins, knives, dyes, some of the wing back items, and some of the cooler hats. And that is because these are classes and items that everybody likes, or most people like at least. I can confidently say that a majority of the community definitely mains AK or snipers, so obviously those are the two most popular classes, and therefore the skins will be the most popular. And also anybody can equip a knife or a dye or back item or a hat, because that is just some of the standard stuff you find in your inventory. And obviously the contraband and relic skins will be worth the most. So those are some of the skins that you might want to go for if you're going to go for profit on the market. As for rare skins like unobtainables or Easter limited skins and other skins like that, prices on the market for those types of skins are usually super volatile, meaning that they're easily manipulated and they jump and drop all the time because there are so few of them on the market. Whenever somebody buys out a whole row or two, then the price just jumps, and then people start panicking and they start selling, and then eventually the price might lower, or in some cases it will stay high for a long time. And I would not recommend trying to market manipulate because that is super risky. Although it sometimes works, it's not the safest method to earn KR, and if the price drops, then you could be losing a bunch by buying out a bunch of skins. But if you do market manipulate, definitely do it on a super rare skin. And market manipulation is not really a good thing, but it's not illegal. Some people consider it scummy, but it's your KR, so you do whatever you want with it. And it's whenever somebody buys out a bunch of skins, try to make the prices go up. So for example, if there are like 10 Flame Tamer revolvers up, and a lot of them are selling for around 10,000 KR, and then some of them are more expensive for 15 and 20,000 KR, somebody could go on the market and buy out like 6 or 7 of the 10,000 KR Flame Tamer revolvers, and it will make it look like the revolver prices are going up. But in reality, it's just one person trying to unnaturally drive up the price of the skin, and now that person has to slowly and carefully unload those skins on the market. But often what happens is other people see that the skin is being manipulated or the price is going up, and they start selling their skins, and then the price just slowly goes down back to the original value. Again, pretty risky way of making KR, but just want to let you guys know about that method. The next and probably most popular method of making KR on the Krunker marketplace is by sniping. Sniping skins is basically whenever a cheap skin is posted on the market. Maybe a streamer is doing an unboxing and he needs some fast KR, so he lists his contras up for really cheap. And obviously there's a 5-minute timer on the market, so during that 5-minute time period, numerous people could see that cheap skin up, and they could be sitting there waiting for the timer to go down, and in the end only one person is going to successfully snipe that skin, and that one person will get the profit off of it. And I've seen a lot of people complain about auto clickers and how people are using auto clickers to get an unfair advantage in sniping, and auto clickers might help a very little amount, but honestly it's 99% ping in your connection to the server. So if you have shitty internet, then you're most likely not going to be sniping god. You can still try, but if there's people out there with better internet than you, then they will probably get the deal faster than you. You can actually check your market ping on a website, yi.how. I'll put the link in the description below. Yihao actually made this website. He makes a lot of things for the Krunker community. Big shout out to him. But if you go to market ping here, it will actually tell you your connection to the market servers, and the lower the better. As you can see, mine is actually kind of high on my MacBook. It's better on my PC for some reason. I guess I just have a better connection on my computer. But yeah, I never really tried to snipe just because my internet can be that shitty. But if you see a good skin up for a good price, try to snipe it and then sell it for a higher price. And another question I get is how you price items to know what is a good low price to buy at and what is a good high price to sell at. And the first thing I can tell you about pricing an item is that the inventory estimated value is often inaccurate, so don't always look at that. It can be low, it can be high. Currently the inventory estimated value has not changed, so I don't know how they update it, but as of today it's been a couple days since the last update and skins have been going up and down. However, the estimated price has not changed, and just because of the fact that it doesn't change means that it can be very inaccurate at times. But then how do you price skins? I will use an example. Let's say I wanted to know the price of the Zonvox SMG skin, the Matrix, Code Contra, whatever you want to call it. And I have one in my inventory right here, and we've already established that this estimated price right here, 15,000, might not be accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this question mark, and that'll bring up the item sales page. And in this page, you can see how many are in circulation, how many are on sale right now, what the high price is, what the low price is, and the average sale price for 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, and 120 days. Now, usually the 120, 90, and 30 days average sale prices are not too useful. The graphs can be pretty useful because it can tell you if the skin has longevity, like how much the skin's been going up over time, or if it hasn't been going up, or if it's been dropping. As you can see, this skin had a big peak right here and it's been kind of dropping and it's steadied ever since. But whenever you're working with snipes, reselling, and fast short-term profit, you're going to want to go to the 7-day average. And as you can see here, the 7-day average for this skin is around 14,400. And also, whenever you're looking at the average sale price, also make sure to look at the graph. As you can see on this graph, there's a big dip on this day, and that is because somebody sold their Zonvox for a lot cheaper on this day, and that drove down the average for that day and therefore drove down the average for the entire week. So in this case, you could assume that the average sale price 14,400 is a bit low. So if you click on the find button right here, you can actually pull up what they're going for currently. And as you can see, the lowest one up on the market right now is 15,400. And with these two numbers, the average sale price for 7 days and the current price of the lowest one on the market, I kind of create a range in my head where everything lower than 14,000 will probably make a good price to buy for profit at. And then whenever you're reselling or trading, you want to trade it or resell for a value around 15,000, just so you can get that margin of profit. So basically, to recap everything I just went through, whenever you're pricing a skin, you want to create a range with a low end and a high end, and you want to buy at lower than the low end and you want to sell at around the high end. And if you can't make profit by selling at the high end, then you probably don't want to buy the skin. It's probably not worth it. Another thing worth noting is that rarer skins will have a higher range of prices, usually because there are less on the market and they're less being sold, and the prices will be more volatile and subject to change. And all of that was just for short-term profit, for snipes and stuff like that. If you're going for long-term profit investments, that's a whole different story. So for a lot of investments, you can buy at basically whatever point of time you want. Investments is less about when you buy, it's more about how long you wait. However, the best time I will tell you that you should buy investments is during market lows, and that is when most or all skins are at low prices. And in Krunker, I've noticed that this usually happens after big skins updates, for example, whenever Season 2 dropped, or whenever the Krunker 2.0 updates dropped that brought the Jagdfaust and the Coroller. And the reasoning for this is simply whenever big skins updates drop, people want to get the new skins, and the only way you can get them is by spinning. So people will sell their old skins, and when everybody sells at the same time, then the prices are driven down, which makes it a good opportunity to buy up some skins that you might think have high demand, because skins with high demand have more potential to go up in the long run. But yeah, as I said, I believe the hardest part about long-term investments is being patient, because a long-term investments is, as the name suggests, done over the long term, but really that part is all up to you. If a skin goes up by 1,000 KR and you think that's enough profit, by all means you can sell it, but sometimes the skin will go up even more than that after you sell it, so should you have waited. And that's why investing can be a bit of a gamble, because there's a lot of luck. Nobody can really predict what's going to happen with the prices or with the game, but typically safe places to sell your skins at are market highs, which is an obviously opposite of a market low. And market highs happen whenever more people are buying than they're selling, and whenever more people buy than sell, the skin prices are slowly driven up. And I like to call this a market bubble, because as you guys know, what goes up must come down, and whenever the market goes down again, whenever the market crashes, I like to say the bubble pops and the whole cycle basically starts over again. Another tip I can give you is that if you have more resources, more wealth at the beginning, it'll be easier to profit and you'll make more overall. So whenever you're starting out on the market and you need some more KR, sell your dupes, sell the skins that you don't really play with, just to get that extra bit of KR to flip and grind with. And also, if you're not the richest person, I do not recommend spins. Spins are complete luck and you could literally lose everything through an unboxing. So if you want to go for profit, then the market is definitely your safest way. And the final few tips I want to give you guys today are just to use your resources. For example, Yeehao's website is extremely useful. He also has an item list with every single item in the game, and you can click price to go to the Krunker social page and view the market price stats. Sometimes this website isn't updated because Yeehao is really busy, but usually give him a few days to update it and it will have the most recent skins that you can check the price and check the patterns and how the skin is doing. Also, make sure to use your Discord servers like Krunker Bunker and KMT, Krunker Market and Trading. If you're not in those servers, I'll put invite links in the description below so you guys can join. Krunker Market and Trading has 2 separate channels where you can put buy requests for skins that you want to buy and sale listings for skins that you're selling on the market. And Krunker Bunker only has 1 channel that can be chaotic at times, but it's still a good place to post your sales and your buy requests. And sometimes posting it will allow more people to see it and get your items sold faster. But at the same time, be patient. If you're not profiting, then don't rush to sell the skin. The most times I see people losing KR is whenever they panic sell, so being patient is definitely one of the most important tips I can give you. Patience is a virtue, and if you want good profits, then don't rush your deals. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that guide and found it helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below and I'll try to answer as many of you as possible. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and share this video with your friends. And if you guys are going to buy KR in the Krunker shop, make sure to use code CAL, that is CAL, to directly support me. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Cal and I'll see you guys next time.